Welcome back, Hive Mind. This is Shalazar from Hive Mind Gaming coming at you with a new Raid Shadow Legends video. So this one's just going to be a quick one. This one's not going to be about the series that I'm currently doing. This is a possible, there will be a possible fusion coming up in July. So what we're going to take a look at is what we can do to prepare for that possible fusion. We don't know what the fusion's going to be. So I don't know what to tell you to start prepping for, but I can give you an idea of what you need to do to help you prep. Now, if you are a beginning player, you're probably not going to be able to get to the fusion, and mainly because there's not going to be you're not going to have a lot of resources to actually do it. But the great thing about fusions, when you come in here, the great thing about fusions, they're going to have rares that you're going to need to get to fuse epics, and then those epics are going to be used to get the legendary. So basically, it'll probably look similar to this. So they'll have events, and what they've done in the past, they'll have events and tournaments where you can actually win these rares and possibly even the epics. So usually there's really good rares and there's a good chance that there'll be really good epics. So you might not have the resources to get the legendary that's going to be out, but you might just have enough resources to get the rares and the epics, which is going to be a huge boost once we see what the fusion is. What we'll do is we'll do another video once the fusion is announced, and we'll take a look at all the rares, epics, and the fusion itself, and take a look at it and see what you're really going to want to strive to get. So first, what you're wanting to do until the fusion is released, you're going to want to protect your resources. So don't spend your gems on try not to spend your gems on anything, and the reason is because the one thing, especially with a free account, a free to play account or a new account, energy is going to be huge. Now you should have a huge stockpile of energy right now, just because that's how usually what happens when you're starting out. So you may not have an issue with that, but this is what you're going to be using for your if you need energy, you're going to be using your gems to buy more energy if you run out. All right, the next thing you want to watch or hold on to, don't spend any more of your brews. Unfortunately, I just found out that there's possibly a fusion coming. So, unfortunately, I've already used a lot of my brews, so you'll want to hold on to those. The next thing you'll want to do, and the reason is, I guess I should tell you why. There's gonna be events and tournaments that pop up, and like I said, you'll have the chance to win those rares and or epics. So what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to set your account up to where it's easier to do those tournaments / events. More than likely gonna have a champion training tournament and or event that pops up, and that's probably going to be one of the hardest to do as a beginning player. Heck, it's probably going to be the hardest to do even as an experienced player. There will be a champion chase tournament, so you're going to want to, for the champion chase tournament, you're going to want to save all your shards. If you're not already, you should be saving your shards. And then also with the mystery shards, you'll only get 1 point per mystery shard, but save them. So the only mystery shards you should be popping is the 3 a day for your daily. For the champion training tournament, what we're going to do is we're going to start leveling these guys up, and once we get these guys to 10, or if we're going to just feed these guys to someone else, once we get them to max level, we're not going to rank them up. And the reason is because when you're doing the champion training tournament, you get huge points for ranking up your guys. So if all your guys are ready to rank up, soon as that champion training tournament shows up, then you can start ranking all your guys up, and that's going to, I mean, right off the bat, give you huge points. So that's one of the other things you can start doing to level up your guys. So also once that tournament starts, that's when you spend all your brews to level more guys up. And of course, the higher the rank is, the more points you get. All right. And then let's see, other stuff that we can look at doing is there will be a artifact enhancement tournament, meaning to level your artifacts up. So what you're going to want to do is not level up your artifacts unless you have a quest or mission to do so. You'll want to hold off on leveling them up. I would just sell that stuff off, but once you get into 4 and 5 star, what you can do is you can go in here and you can upgrade it to level 4, and then by the time you sell it, the silver that it costs to upgrade to level 4 is about the amount that you're going to get for selling it. So keep that in mind when you're about to sell a piece of equipment. Hold off until the enhancement tournament comes, the artifact enhancement tournament comes, because when you're about ready to sell it, unless you need silver, upgrade it to level 4, then sell it. So you'll get the points for upgrading it to level 4 before you sell it. So those are some of the things that you can do to help you get to the point that you're ready for them. Something else that you might want to look at is for potions. If you are trying to get that epic, you're gonna have to level the rares that you get, and you will have to upgrade them with the ascensions. So you'll have to level them up to level 40, and you'll have to ascend them all 4 levels. So one thing that you might want to do is start grinding out some of your keeps to stockpile on some potions, especially the arcane keep, because all of them will require the white potions. So that might be something you want to do as well. And then other than that, if there are any other rares or anything that you have, don't sell any more rares. Don't sell any rares that you have in your area. Don't sell them. Don't feed them. Keep all your rares, because you never know which rares might be used in the fusion. So that's another thing that you can look at. Other than that, if there's anything else, let me know, guys. If there's, because some of the fusions, the last few fusions have been really bad, like really bad. But the rares slash epics that you could get from them, like the last one, I mean, they were all good. They were almost 90% all usable rares and epics. So keep that in mind when you're fusing. Now, there have been legendaries like Rotus, who's probably the most ridiculous legendary in the game. So it's up in the air of what could possibly come out of this next fusion. So, but other than that, guys, happy hunting. We'll see you next time.